Hi, good morning. I'm sharing my screen. Hope everyone able to see my screen and able to hear, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let's go ahead and discuss pending concepts in the TypeScript. Yesterday we have seen what is the TypeScript and what is the advantages of it and which are tools like we need to use it and like how we'll be doing the TypeScript compilation. For example, like if you guys having already TypeScript, I mean like Node.js, I mean like Node in your system, you can install based on with the command like for Windows. Let's see, there will be some command to install it. You guys can install it and run it easily. Suppose like this, suppose if you guys already have Node.js, no? I have Node.js server and npm or something, like you can have it with this one. I mean like this npm install -g TypeScript. With the help of this command, like we can easily install our TypeScript into our local machine with the global command. This is the command like which we need to use it to install our TypeScript. And before that, suppose if you guys want the Node.js, you can install from this link. Either LTS or just like current latest version, something like you guys can easily install it. Once that is done, you guys can install this thing. This is an easy way to do it. Like for practicing and all things. First is the Node.js, later it's an TypeScript one. Okay, and yesterday we have seen global variables, local variables, and how we'll be creating a TypeScript file and different classes and different things. Like we'll be seeing today, like some different concepts of TypeScript, something like how we can just like we'll be, like perfect on the TypeScript, something like without like missing anything. It means something like either creating the classes or just like creating the variables or creating a method, either inheritance related, just like TypeScript components related and multiple things, something like we can see it, something like it as a compiler related. That not things like we have seen it. First, like while compiling it, like will be it will be just like generating into our TypeScript thing, and like we have seen the variables also, and just like operator something like however it's been working in our JavaScript in the same way like it will be working it and let's start with the TypeScript enums and just like let's go for one by one thing like I can say it. Let me create one more TypeScript file and like example one or something, and with that I'm going to create an enum. However, our class will be there just like you can create our enum as well. Let me create with the up equal to 1 and down and left, right. Like what are the value will be getting started? Something like will be auto considering with that value, something like which of the direction like we'll be having it. Let me run the our TypeScript file. I mean like in the VS Code, suppose if you want to get this terminal, either you can if it's not displaying it, Control J, that is a shortcut for that. And just to open it and just like run, we can run our TypeScript command. Already you know it. TS space our TypeScript file name, and it will just generating our JavaScript file. If you see here, it's been generated with the example 1.js, which are the we have created it, and in the order only it will take it. First one we have mentioned as a one, next is a two, three, four. It will be considering in the order way. Let me run with our node, something like our JavaScript file. There's a JavaScript file. If you see here, it's printed as a one is a up, two is a down, three is a left, 4 is the right. Like this way it's been printed. For example, just like if you want the write out, suppose if you want to get the downside one, like what is the configuration of it, again like we need to compile it. It will be updating the existing file thing, and just like if you're running it, like it will be displaying our like what is the content of it, like you can get it that one. In that way, like can easily get it direction dot like what are the values will be available, like that values like you can easily get it either down or up or something. Value of like if you want to get it, like you can get it value of. Same way, like it'll be getting that multiple ways, something like not only this way, we can do in the multiple ways. That's it too. What is the purpose of enums? Enums is just like we'll be using for to just like I can say that is just like enumerations that will be just like new data type support with the TypeScript to define a set of named constants, a collection of related values, and just like support both numeric, string based, and like we can do it. Enum stands for enumerations. Enums are new data type support in our TypeScript. It is used to set named constants, just like a collection of related values, just like it'll be supporting, and it supports both numeric and string basis. It'll be supported two things. And why some of the advantages should be there, right? Like we have the it makes you can easily change the values in the future. Next, it reduces error. Just like that is the calling of the things, and like it saves our compile time on inline code. It saves our inline code in our JavaScript. Like there's so many advantages are there, like numeric enums, we have already seen it, and let us create and just like string based things, such as like in the multiple ways, and like we can create it. Suppose if you want in the custom way, like we can pass it those things as well. Suppose we can create our string elements as well. If you want to create something and you want to use in other ways, something like you can create with the export over here and you can use in the other place. Command should be there. Stop. Some statuses like which are the values suppose you want to create it, you can easily create it. Which are the things suppose you want to create it, like we can easily create it like. And suppose if you're creating some method or some function, the like check status, that our app status, right? Like which of the is available with that. And like I can easily print our status, something like whatever status is coming. And I'm going to pass here something like check status off with the app status dot active and stop or something. Let us run the same example with that. Let's see like what output it will be getting generated. It's printed as a stop. It means it is supporting a number just as well as something like it will be supporting a strings as well. And one more thing, it's an heterogeneous. It means something like it will support both at a time with the number as well as the strings. Let's say suppose I can pass here number as well, so it doesn't bother about it. You see here it's again 6, like whatever value suppose you want to pass it, that is an heterogeneous, like we can consider it will be creating a constant variables or just like in that way, so we can do any type of thing, something like the reverse mapping, like we can do it or just like other things. These are all things suppose it is supportable by enums. Any doubts in these enums? Someone trying to speak, but your voice is very low. I hope I am not able to hear.
I told no.
Sorry?
I told no. No doubts. I have
Okay,
no.
okay, okay. Yeah, thank you. And let's go for the TypeScript maps. Just like I'm going to create the maps.ts and it is an TypeScript map. The map is it is a new data type. It's just like a new data structure, like we can consider not the data type added in our ES6 feature version of JavaScript, and it allows us to store in key value pair and remembers the original insertion order. It remembers that is the purpose of it. Like we can easily create something like with the help of the map equal to new map of, and in this case like we are having so many methods called something like the map dot. First we need to set the items. The first one should be the key name, the map dot set edge 6 and map dot. Like we can do the get key based on like what are the key like we have stored it, that is for the getting purpose. We can print in the console.log. And we can just check with the hash key, and if we want it like we can delete it. I'm going to pass the key so edge, and later we can just like check it entries command map dot size and hash key. Name with this like this something like we can easily do it after getting the entries, like we can iterate one by one, and we can iterate by the values as well, just like you can see. We can do the values as well. Let's see like how it will be running it. It came something error, but like it's compiled. It not like it doesn't find in our ES5, but like let's see. No problem. Like everything is here printed. Like first one is the 26 because I had age is 26, and next is the true. And next is containing the name with that one, and one is a true and map iterate. Like you can easily iterate after getting the values. These are all things like you can do with that. These are things you can easily do with that. This is the way of like how our map like it will be working. Next set also same like our map it will working, but set also same, but it will also unique values to just like show the thing something like I can say it.
Chandu, can you explain last how it's printing? Can you explain this more?
Yeah, okay. If you see here now, like this entry is like if you see here that entry is one method in our map. It will be using for to iterate just like if you see in the console.log, it will be I'm like printing one by one. So this is the thing with the item. Let me I'm gonna rerun this so that you guys will get the clarity. I'm taking. One more thing, Pradesh, like here, like our taking SG, I mean like ECMAScript 2015 version, like it's an ES15. Like, let me update that one with the latest version so that like you'll be have the more clarity on that. Like, let me run it.
Okay.
Yeah, now it's clear, right? To this, like it's been like what will be happening now. So we were trying to get in something like entry. Suppose as I have already deleted here, yes, so that it is contained the only one thing in this array. Like well, iteration first thing will be the key and second one will be the value. That is with the entries method. And suppose if I'm printing m like map dot size, it'll be getting a size of the map. Just like if your local system is setting with the ES5, no, like you can use the iPhone target as ES6, so that like it will be working. So if you
Okay.
see here, it is contained the size as the only one. And suppose if you are using and something like hash method, mean the key is exist or not, you can check it. Suppose age is been already deleted, so I'm checking with the hash and just like some custom key. So it should be returning as a false. And later like we can just like check with our console.log of that values, map that values. You see here this iterator like it is containing the value as only one Chendu and the name key because like we are getting only values over here, but whereas here it's getting written as a false because that key is not exist on the particular map. Any doubt
No,
about this?
clear, Achan.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. And next is a Typescript class like we have created yesterday already. And let's go for the inheritance concept. Let's go for the inheritance concept. So that is the major concept in any language. Something like inheritance should be the like major thing. That is just like inheritance in the sense just like I can say for example like we have inherited properties from our parents like that just like in the real time in the projects and all the things something like in normally like in our home or something they will be telling like just like your hobbies is like your father or mother like they will be comparing right in the same way in the code basis something like how we can inherit I mean like make an inheritance concepts and just like implementations Let's see that I'm creating an inherit file, and I'm going to create an like class for example either like car or bike or something. A particular car will be containing some of the properties, something like color. In the TypeScript, no, like which are the variable and all, like we'll be creating it. Like we need to have with the particular type, have with the particular type. Small string or capital string, like that depends on your need. Like you can create it types. And here, like what are the value I'll be getting it, like I will be updating for the local variable from this one. And I'm going to create one more thing, something like class with and like Maruti. Maruti is the one type of car, right? I'm going to extend our parent class that is a car. For inheriting and particular class, no, like we'll be using as an extends keyword. And suppose if you want to inherit a particular interface, like we'll be using an implements keyword. Let's see, like I'm going to create here over here. It means for each car there will be like different prices, so that's why I'm going to create a local variable over here. And after creating that, I'm going to create a constructor of it, like which will be having the color and price of it, and super of color. And if you're using an inheritance, like we need to call our super thing in our test script. And whereas the price, like what is the price we'll be getting it, like we'll be just like passing it like price here. And now I'm going to print something like display method. Just like I will be using one display method to just like print something. If it's in white, it doesn't return anything. Yesterday I have already shown that color of Maruti. If we see here, this color attribute is not available in the this class in the Maruti class, but it is available in the car class, like whichever we have created the local variable. And that we are able to access over here because with the help of inheritance concept, with the help of inheritance concepts, if you want to inherit the particular some other class properties, in that case like we need to use the extends keyword from the class to class. Now I'm going to create an object called new Marutika of, I need to pass the two parameters, one is the color and one more is the price. Some price, random price I have created it just like for and let me compile our file. Test compiler space our file name inherit.in, like a tab. Suppose if you press it, like it will be coming the what are the matching names. Okay, just I have created the instance, but I haven't called the display method. We need to call the display method so that it will be print the output. If they printed the value, color of the Maruti is a black and price is a price. This is an inheritance of which we had in something like single inheritance. And multi-level in the sense something like going, nested again and again. Like if you're having the multiple things with a chain, suppose if I keep on extending the multiple things, like it will be increasing the relationships with that. And hybrid inheritance and just like multiple things will be there, suppose. And like if you create one more class and just like a thing with that, like it will be having the different things. This is the next keyword, like any number of inheritances, like you can use it, and just like you can use our implements keyword, and we can do the multiple types of things. Multiple types of it. Okay, let's go with the TypeScript interfaces. One example with the interface, so that we can create an interface with the person, or just like person details, or multiple interface, like we can create it. Interface with the, I mean, like interface with the employee and the thing. I mean, like employee with the just like if it's any interface in interface, like there is an exchange or something like from the class to, I mean, like class to interface or interface to class. That time like, we can use that thing. Like I have used the two things. Like I have created the employee code over here. You can see and observe like for everything like we'll be putting with the particular type. And right now like I'm going to create an like employee object. Just a second, guys. Okay. Just like I'm going to create another employee type is the reference, and just like I'm going to have, let's suppose if you see here for this like object, like I have put it as a this interface type, and this interface can have something like our emp object dot name, age, or something like what are the things like we want to update it, like what are the parent objects is there, right? Parent keys is there, right? We can have everything, something like what are the things like we are having it in that, the gender and all, like an emp object with the gender is over, like is over, and name. And it's a thing like we'll be printing those things, like it will be considered the same thing. Like you'll be holding the all the objects. Yeah, it's printed the total object. This is the way, I mean, like different types of examples will be there. You guys can practice all the things in our TypeScript and just like I have just like told the difference between JavaScript and TypeScript and just like how we'll be going ahead. If you see here after compiling it, like it might be generated with the functions. Which are the things there was just like object like I have created it same way like it says taken interface has been not generated, no not required over here. Whereas in the inherit also same thing, like if you create it, like it will be considering as functions and it will be try to do in the extents ways. In the JavaScript, like everything, like it will be working with the prototype only, as we already know it. If any other doubts, I can clarify, or else something like I can wrap up it. And tomorrow, like we are going to start the Angular class. TypeScript with the extension is .ts, and like we'll be having the extensions inheritance with different kinds of like. Is it fine? Right.
Fine, Chandra. That is the TypeScript.
Yeah. So TypeScript is just like it's like JavaScript only, but just I have mentioned you guys like how we can create different types of things. Like
Okay.
yeah, it's just like it's top of JavaScript only. Our .js will be the same with TypeScript, but here there was the functions, but here it's a methods and just a classes, interfaces, enums, that runs. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thanks all. We'll meet you tomorrow.